We are ready for start of game. We are on!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I don't think my attempt to clone a dinosaur turned out right. Nobody wanted to play with you, huh? It's like grammar school all over again. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Underwear Innovations, Inc. In your pants since 1922.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. And we're off.
Get ready, time for question 1.
First on the docket, Bywatch. Based on what he's most famous for, which of these explorers could be described as Bay Curious? Hernando de Soto, Vasco de Balboa, Sir Edmund Hillary, or Henry Hudson? Oh, honestly. Henry Hudson, for whom Hudson Bay is named, extensively explored the giant body of water. But who hasn't explored a major body of water a few times in college?
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Let's try Where the Booze Cruise Ends, and it's time to board the dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 items, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's an event on Kid Rock's Chillin' the Most Cruise, or a poem by renowned poet Shel Silverstein. If it's on the Kid Rock cruise, press the Y button. If it's a poem by Shel Silverstein, press the A button. Okay, let's move. Tug of War, Speedo Contest, Redneck Prom, The Smoke Off, Crowded Tub, Beers and Bingo, Trying on Clothes. That Shel Silver stunk. I was thinking about going on the Kid Rock cruise, but I already used up my vacation days going ziplining with Hoobastank.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Next up, constipated words. Suppose Reader's Digest editorial guidelines were similar to a Reader's digestive system. Which of these phrases in the magazine would have the correct colon placement? Small intestine, cecum, rectum, colon, anus. Small intestine, cecum, colon, rectum, anus. Small intestine, colon, cecum, rectum, anus. Or small intestine, cecum, rectum, anus, colon. Time's almost up. Not even a guess? That's pretty lame. You should have guessed this. Digested food moves through the small intestine, then the large intestine, which is comprised of the cecum, then the colon, then the rectum, and then the anus. So there would be a colon in between the cecum and the rectum. Unless you had a very small meal, then you would only need a semicolon. Heyo! Coming up next, what happens in Vegas is historically inaccurate. So, there's a hotel and casino in Las Vegas called Excalibur. It got me thinking, why did they name it after King Arthur's sword when they could have named it after King Arthur's castle, Camelot? Would that have made just too much sense? If Las Vegas's Excalibur were more accurate to the story of King Arthur's Excalibur, a hotel would be shaped like a sword, not a castle, and probably built where? In the waters of the Bellagio fountain, on top of the Luxor Pyramid, hanging in the sky above the stratosphere, or next to the replica Eiffel Tower. Any last words? Not too late. I so wanted you to pick this one. Excalibur was kept underwater by the Lady of the Lake until she gave it to King Arthur. So under the Bellagio fountain would be the most logical place for the Vegas Excalibur. And to keep things accurate to the legend of King Arthur, everyone at this Excalibur would be treated like a king. There would be fine drinks and foods, and then you'd be murdered by your illegitimate son, mothered by your half-sister. Welcome to Vegas!
5 fingers!
Pucker up for Petty, please. Because it never made the Billboard Hot 100 list, which Tom Petty song is the pettiest? Free Fallin', American Girl, Runnin' Down a Dream, or Mary Jane's Last Dance? Mary Jane's Last Dance, Runnin' Down a Dream, and Free Fallin' all made it into the Billboard's top 40. But Petty's classic American Girl never even made it to the Hot 100. Speaking of Top 100, Tom Petty is in my Hot 100 list of prettiest blondes, right below Gwyneth Paltrow and right above Miss Piggy. That's the end of round 1, and you haven't screwed up entirely just yet. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And remember, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. All right, let's get back to it. Up next, the California Pizza Kitchen. Ah, this pizza smells great. And let me tell you, I'm pretty picky about my pizza. I'll only eat it if it's authentically Italian. That's why I always order toppings that represent the colors of the Italian flag. So, can you guess what toppings I ordered on my authentic Italian flag pizza? Green peppers, marshmallows, and cherries, corn niblets, black licorice, and orange slices, cherries, marshmallows, and blueberries, or just cherries. The Italian flag is green, white, and red, so I ordered my pizza with green peppers, marshmallows, and cherries to give it that authentic Italian look and taste. Oh yeah, that's authentic. Okay. Yeah, this is good enough then. Oh no.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Take a good look at the Westminster Snob Show. Suppose the American Kennel Club decides to hire a bouncer to keep out all the non-AKC recognized dog breeds. What instructions might the manager give the bouncer on his first day? No matter what you do, don't let any boxers in. Your job is to keep those St. Bernard clowns out of here. Do anything you can to keep the Boston Terriers away. Or, if I see you let one American Bulldog in here, you're fired. Watch the time. Smart people choose this. Boxers, St. Bernards, and Boston Terriers are all officially recognized breeds of the American Kennel Club, but American Bulldogs are not, so the bouncer would have to turn them away. But only after they made a big show out of staring at their ID for 20 minutes. You shouldn't have let this one in. But that's okay, because soon you'll be letting the breeze in with this pair of air-conditioned underwear from Underwear Innovations, Inc. Remember, swamps are for alligators, not for asses. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done.
Follow me down to the sea.
This one's called MVP Your Pants. Which of these MVPs would have had to travel the farthest if he flew from his team's home city to Disney World? The Packers' Aaron Rodgers, the Giants' Eli Manning, the Cowboys' Troy Aikman, or the Ravens' Ray Lewis? Hello? This is gonna hurt. Next time, try this. Green Bay, Wisconsin is approximately 1,170 miles by air from Orlando, Florida, making it the farthest distance traveled for any of these players. Or to put it in football terms, Rodgers would have to gain 2,059,200 yards through the air. This one's known as They Miracle Grow Up So Fast. Which of these dolls would be most closely related to a Cabbage Patch Kid? A cornfield kid, a broccoli garden kid, a beet farm kid, or a lettuce field kid? Broccoli is in the same family as cabbage, along with cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. But whenever the Cabbage Patch Kids throw a family reunion, the Brussels Sprout Kids' invitations always conveniently get lost in the mail. Say hello to Beasts of the Southern Worldwide.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this right, there will be an extra $1,000 coming your way. Put these mythological creatures in order of their rumored homes from north to south. Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra. Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Chupacabra, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Loch Ness Monster, or Chupacabra, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. Time is short. Just take a guess next time. What's the worst that can happen? Loch Ness is in Scotland. Bigfoot famously hails from the northwestern United States, which is further south than Scotland. And the Chupacabra hails from sunny Puerto Rico. But if all this monster talk has you scared, don't worry. These creatures don't exist. My evil leprechaun friend told me. Isn't that right, Terrence? He's cute. Brace yourself. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Greed expectations. Who's the greedy character? Good luck. That's the game! To all you greedy people out there, I would just like to say that money can't make you happy. Revenge makes you happy. Sure, money helps. But if you have to spend more than $7 on a revenge plot, you're overthinking it.
You don't know Jack!
Don't you hate going to the movies by yourself? I mean, I do. We have so much in common. I mean, maybe you and I should sometime. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess there aren't any good movies showing right now anyway, so never mind. Forget I said anything. That was stupid.
This message paid for by people who think you and Tina should go out on a date sometime just to see how it goes.
That's so embarrassing. I did not put them up to that.
Also paid for by Tina.
Hi, I'm Tony Panchisi, owner of DIY Spaghetti Emporium, where DIY stands for Do It Yourself. I mean it. I don't have any staff, so you're doing everything in this restaurant for yourself, and my name isn't Tony Palucci. You're waiting your own table. You're cooking your own meal. And buddy, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean, capiche? So now you think your night's over because your family's done eating, huh? We close at 11:30, so get your ass back out there and wait on that two-top in Section 4. Nobody ducks out early on me, come on Pedestro. And have you seen the state of those bathrooms? One of the women's toilets has a clog that could choke a horse. So if you're ready for a home-cooked Italian meal and earning half the minimum wage, come on down to DIY Spaghetti Emporium. Ask for me, Rachel Hanrahan.
The perfect cup of coffee. That's what we pour at High Horse Coffee House. But it's not for everyone. Frankly, your taste buds probably can't appreciate how complex and rich our coffee is. And you know what? It angers us to think of you drinking it. Okay, there it is. And hey, let's take it a step further. We despise you. Our coffee is f***ing amazing and complex, and it's like from another f***ing dimension, but it's wasted. It is wasted on you. I would rather pour our coffee on a pile of manure than let it touch your tongue. That's right. You rate lower than steaming manure piles. So stay away. You just stay away, or so help me.